In the heart of Africa, centuries ago, a ruler emerged, whose name would echo across time: Mansa Musa I of Mali. Known for his legendary wealth, Mansa Musa reshaped the destiny of an empire, turning it into one of the richest and most powerful in the world. But there's more to his story than gold. Today we explore the most unique aspects of his reign, the untold legacies he left behind, and how his vision continues to impact the world today. Mansa Musa's reign, from 1312 to 1337, saw the rise of Mali to global prominence. But while much has been made of his riches, there are untold layers of his leadership that often go unnoticed. It's easy to get lost in the stories of the extravagant wealth Mansa Musa displayed during his pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324, where he famously distributed gold to the poor. However, the true strength of his legacy lies in the foundations he built. Foundations that have shaped not only Mali, but the entire African continent. Mansa Musa's wealth was not just a result of abundant gold. He understood economics and the value of trade long before much of the world caught on. Mali's prosperity rested on a key advantage: control over the gold and salt trade routes that spanned across the Sahara. But Musa didn't just hoard wealth, he invested in infrastructure that would serve Mali for centuries. Under his rule, Mali became the center of trade, with cities like Timbuktu and Gao becoming hubs of commerce and culture. He established a network of roads, fostering trade between Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. This infrastructure helped Mali become a pivotal link between civilizations. Furthermore, Musa understood the power of knowledge. He built libraries and supported scholars. It wasn't just gold that flowed through Mali, but ideas, philosophy, and science. The famous University of Sankore in Timbuktu, which attracted scholars from across the world, became one of the most advanced centers of learning of the medieval world. Mansa Musa was not just a conqueror or a ruler, but a visionary. One of his most enduring legacies is the architectural marvels he commissioned across the empire, particularly the Grand Mosque of Djenné, an iconic symbol of Mali's religious and cultural strength. His pilgrimage to Mecca was not just an act of faith, it was a diplomatic mission. He sought to build relationships with the Muslim world, reinforcing Mali's place as a global player. By promoting Islam and fostering religious institutions, Mansa Musa not only solidified Mali's place in the Islamic world, but he also laid the groundwork for intellectual exchange. The spread of Islamic scholarship influenced Mali's society, resulting in a flourishing of literature, science, and art that would endure long after his death. While most rulers of his time would have focused solely on consolidating power, Mansa Musa's unique attributes were rooted in his deep sense of compassion and his belief in giving back to his people. His pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 wasn't just a personal religious journey, it was an act of charity that spanned entire nations. Along the way, Musa gave away gold, built mosques, and sponsored schools. It wasn't just an exhibition of wealth, but an embodiment of his values. His generosity didn't stop with his pilgrimage. At home, he implemented policies that benefited all levels of society. Musa's rule was marked by his commitment to justice, overseeing the creation of laws that promoted fairness and order. His efforts ensured Mali's wealth was shared among its people, not hoarded by the elite. Mansa Musa's influence reached beyond Africa. His legendary pilgrimage to Mecca introduced the Mali Empire to the rest of the world. In Europe, traders and cartographers recorded Mali's wealth in the power of its ruler. In fact, Mansa Musa's reign left such an impression that it became a point of reference for European explorers and traders, making Mali an integral part of world history. But the effects were not just external. Mali's wealth and the relationships Musa cultivated with foreign powers helped future generations of African leaders gain recognition and respect in the global arena. Mansa Musa's death in 1337 marked the beginning of a slow decline for the Mali Empire, which after his passing would eventually fragment. Yet his legacy endured. The empire may have faltered, but the cultural and intellectual developments he nurtured continued to resonate across the centuries. Today, Mali's ancient cities, including Timbuktu, are UNESCO World Heritage Sites, preserving the intellectual and architectural legacies of Mansa Musa. His vision for Mali as a beacon of knowledge, wealth, and culture has influenced generations of leaders, both in Africa and beyond. Mansa Musa's story is not just one of wealth, but a vision of prosperity, knowledge, and unity that transcended borders and time. While his goal may have been vast, it is his enduring commitment to the growth and development of Mali that truly defines his legacy. Mansa Musa didn't just shape the future of Mali, he shaped the future of the world. Join us next time as we continue to uncover the hidden stories of history's most fascinating figures.